Hello, welcome back to another episode of I'm So Tired. Uh, no, welcome back to another episode of Chasing Kilos. I'm Ross.
And I'm Han.
That's Han. How are you?
I am carved up to the wazzle nazzle, so I'm feeling fabulous. This week is not the tired podcast. This week is the Han is on 570 grams of carbs podcast. Feeling good.
570.
Yeah, today is 570 grams of carbs.
Oh, I thought you were on the same hype as me. I thought you were on a 520 hype.
No,
I'm on a
no, no.
570 hype.
Yesterday was 490 or something, and today is 570.
Have you read your protocol of competition?
No, I haven't yet read my protocol of competition, but I did. I had like a brief scan, and a lot of it is like hydration, carbs, and nothing really else.
So drink and eat bread.
Yes, which is the dream life. That is the dream life. If someone were to say to me, describe your perfect like a nutritional day, like if I could eat something, like anything, and I would be like, okay, bread, potatoes, done.
And apple juice.
Or orange juice. Freshly squeezed. Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, Han's competing this weekend as the weekend of us recording.
Yeah, this will go up today or tomorrow. So I'm either competing
you're
tomorrow
competing
or I'm
tomorrow as we
competing
record.
today. Yeah.
So if you're listening, then it's probably she's competing today.
Yeah, Friday 13th of September. Ooh, Friday 13th.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Friday 13th.
It also has bad luck or whatever. You know what I've noticed, just quick before I ask you how you are in your training, because when it comes to before competition, I get really superstitious. I started believing in like weird stuff, like if I do this, it's gonna go really badly. Like I walked past a coin the other day, and I didn't want to pick it up because it looked really gross, and I thought if I don't pick it up, I'm probably gonna pass out on an event or whatever.
I swear to God, and you're picking up coins.
And then Everyone says you should pick up a coin if you see it because it's good luck.
You almost swerved into the road the other day because you cycled past a 20-cent piece.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh no! I was like, what? You were like, oh, 20 cents on the floor that I didn't pick up.
Yeah, but that is exactly what I'm talking about. That is the bad luck.
Yeah, but you're like that anyway.
Yeah, I know. But it's because if you think, right, if I pick up 20 cents a day for a whole year, 365 days times.
I'm excited to hear you do the maths on this off the top of your head.
Well, that would be 3.
Do you want me to figure it out for you?
It would be like £6 something. Whoa.
£6 worth of euros.
Yeah, €6. It would be €6 or something, wouldn't it?
What, 20 times 300? You found one
no,
every day.
365 times 0.20, isn't it? Because
no, just let me do what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right. No, it's not, because I want to times 20 cents by every single day. Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
And how many times do you find one every single day?
Yeah. Let's just, for the sake of the story, let's just say that I find one every single day. Go on.
That's €73 a year.
There you go.
But you don't find one every day. Well, and now I'm picking up bloody coins because I feel like I can't walk past a coin without picking it up for you.
Yeah.
All covered in dog piss and horrible stuff, probably.
Listen,
and you're just like, oh, pick this up. And the worst thing is you pick it up and immediately hand it to me.
Yes, because my mum said to me, pick up a coin.
No, that's not the rhyme. It's see a penny, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. Give your penny to a friend, and your luck will never end. A penny, not 10 cents, if I get an English 50p.
Listen,
20 cents, a bloody.
It doesn't matter what it is.
10 pesetas. You can't just give.
I don't see you complaining when I found €15 on the floor and I picked it up.
No,
you're like, oh, that's covered in dog piss. Leave it on the floor.
Notes is different. Come on, if you're picking up a £5, that's different.
Whatever. Anyways, so I found myself just being really superstitious every time I do something, or like I'll leave the bathroom, and if I don't switch the light off straight away, I think my world's going to end. Or if I don't make the bed every morning, it's like, oh, well, that's something else.
Are you being serious?
Like, it's really weird. I haven't spoken about it because I thought it's really weird.
You've never said this to me.
But I just thought, I'm just going to tell him because it's like, it freaks me out. Like, it's just like really weird things that if I don't do them, or if I do something differently, then like everything's going to be
Well, it's just
broken.
you, but just heightened. It's like the whole if you started taking cold showers, and then if you don't take a cold shower, you feel like you failed and everything's going to go wrong if you don't take a cold shower.
Yeah, I think I have like a weird obsessive personality that I'm a bit broken.
Well, yeah, that's why we do what we do, right? In the sport that we do.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Anyways, tell me all about you.
Well, I say the same thing every week. I'm bloody tired. I'm bloody tired, and I can't stop going for a poo all day, every day.
Is this something you would like to discuss on the podcast?
Not really. You asked me how I was, and that's all I have going on in my life. Training, eating, and going to the toilet.
I'm going to put this out there. I genuinely believe that people who train a lot and eat well and eat a lot, because you have to eat a lot, do go to the toilet a lot of times a day. I don't think it's a medical condition that you have to be concerned
we've spoken to people at the gym, like people we train with. They don't go to the toilet.
Yeah, but they don't like. They're not. Eat that much, yeah, they're like little birds. They don't.
What else have I got? I've got a few diseases that I found out that I've got. I've got lupus, I think. I can't remember what it is now.
Lupus. It was like going to the toilet a lot, being really tired.
Tell me, right? I'm going to read it out to you. Tell me that I haven't got lupus. Ready? And I'm not being like horrible. I know it's a proper thing, and that it's really
obviously
awful to have. And I don't wish it upon anyone. I'm not joking about lupus, but I'm just saying I've got lupus. Ready? Maybe not some of the more intense symptoms I'm looking at now. Jesus. Okay, joint and muscle pain.
Tick
everywhere. Right? Extreme tiredness that will not go away no matter how much you rest. Okay. How long have our naps been?
We had like 2 hour naps.
Yeah. We're talking from 4 till 6. I'm waking up at 6 from a 2-hour nap, and then trying to go to bed at 9:30 is not the one. Rashes on the body.
You do get irritated.
I do get rashes. Those are. It's a see your GP if you often get these problems. Consult a doctor. Headaches.
Check.
I get headaches all the time. I mean, and then it gets a bit more serious. I don't have mouth sores or hair loss or anything. I don't have much hair to lose, but so I've got lupus. And I have always had worms. and dysentery, apparently, every day. Oh, I wouldn't mind. It's like funny. Good times. It would be funny if it didn't just like going to the toilet. It's just like it really gets in the way.
Yeah, it is hard. Like when you want to do actual life things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like to break it down, it's like wake up, go to the toilet, eat breakfast, go to the toilet, then have the shake that I have before the gym, go to the toilet, and then drink an energy drink. Oh, I need to go to the toilet, and then get to the gym. Oh, I need to go to the toilet.
Do a WOD.
Need the toilet. Or if you get nervous for a WOD, that makes you need a toilet, right?
Yeah.
Get back from the gym, have some food, need the toilet. Go for a walk, come back, need the toilet 7 times a day. So, it's a lot. No wonder I feel so dehydrated all the time. Because that makes you dehydrated, right?
Yeah, going to the toilet a lot does make you dehydrated. Remember when I got the shits once?
The start of every grade, sorry. It's either I have the shits or I've seen this thing on TikTok. That's the only way we start conversations.
Remember that time I had really, really bad shits and I had made an appointment at the hairdressers and I couldn't rebook it because it had been months waiting for my appointment at the hairdressers, and I had to go to the hairdressers when I had the really bad.
Oh, no. When was that?
It was when we went to the mountains in Spain, and I thought I got
when
food
you got
poisoning.
really sick, and then I got it like a week after you.
I thought that I got food poisoning from like a bit of dodgy chicken, because I thought about the weekend and I was like, well, maybe that chicken wasn't cooked, but it tasted nice, so I just ate it anyways. And I had really severe diarrhea, like really bad.
Ooh,
too much information. But yeah, so and then I had to go to the hairdressers, and the whole time I was at the hairdressers, I was like, if I shit myself, what is the plan?
What's the protocol?
Yeah, what is the protocol? Like, what is the protocol if you shit yourself?
Just sit there and stink. and just say, "Oh, sorry, did a fart." If they ask you about it, but they're not going to ask you, are they?
No, because that's the thing. It's like when you stink or when someone stinks, why do we feel so bad about saying it? Like if we don't say it in like a nasty way, like you stink. Why do we feel bad about saying, by the way, you smell it?
Some people here don't mind saying that there is a stink in the room, and then when they identify that it's you, when I say here, I mean in Spain.
Yeah.
And then when they identify it's you, they're like, "That's really bad."
Well, the other day we were training and there was this guy at the gym who we'd not seen before. And I was chatting to one of the girls at the gym afterwards and she said that she was on the rower and he was on the skio. And she said that whenever the wind blew, it blew in his smell. And she was like choking on it on the rower. And I was just thinking, like, why don't we just tell people, like, can you just freshen up?
No, it's just one of those things, isn't it?
It's weird.
Like, you stink. So I go up to someone saying, "You're ugly. Can you not get out of my eye line, please?"
Well, hardly, because you can't.
I don't know, because if he just stinks, like, what if he covers himself in deodorant and he's got loads of aftershave on and he's conscious about it and he just stinks? That's what I feel like sometimes. I deodorize and put aftershave on before the gym every day. I get to the gym and I stink. And obviously need a poo.
These are the good times.
Yeah, so that's how I feel at the moment.
Bit tough, but you've been training really well. You ran a new PR.
Yeah,
PR mile.
PB, I would say, wouldn't I?
PB.
It wasn't a mile either.
Well, it's just 3K. What people say when they run.
Yeah. Just in general, no matter what they do.
No, because you usually say like,
10K, ran a PR mile this morning.
Yeah, but it's like this. It's what you say when you're like, "Oh, my PR mile is like 4 minutes something." Isn't that what they say?
Bloody hell! That's fast. I don't know what they say, darling. I do CrossFit at an amateur level and run twice a week. I don't know what actual runners say when they do something good. But yes, I ran the fastest 3K that I've ever run.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know if it was the fastest 3K in total, but definitely the fastest. Because you have one fast run, one slow run, one fast run. And the two fast ones were definitely the fastest that I've ever run.
Do you think that... Well, this is a stupid question.
They were like 3 minutes 50, just for anyone.
Yeah, that's
listening.
Fast.
Yeah, per kilometre.
This is a really stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Do you think that the reason that you're running is so much better is because you run so often?
Yes.
No, I know it's a stupid question, but I just thought I'm going to ask it anyways.
Why did you ask that?
Because I was just thinking, how do we get better at running? And I was like, the only way to get better at running is to run.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
You can't get better at running by doing other stuff. Running is the thing that kills me every time in any workout. Running is the thing that, if there's running in it, I know I'm going to, if it's like 400 meter runs and like back into the gym to do like power cleans or something and then out for a run again. And then I know it's the run that's going to mess me up.
Yeah.
So I'm glad there's been lots of running because I need to get better at running. I don't want it to stop. Because then I feel like I'll lose it. But my running has improved.
Yeah, I was only asking because obviously I was just thinking, like, if your general fitness goes up, do you think that your running gets better? Or would you say
maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can only get... You probably get a bit better, yeah, if you... Because I've lost loads of weight. My fitness has gone up. So I would definitely... If I hadn't ran... And we didn't run. We never run.
Yeah, we never used to run.
Yeah.
Ever.
And my running now would be better than my running was a year ago when I was 10 kilos heavier. Even if we did no running in that year, if I was to run, it would be better than it was then.
Obviously.
Yeah, but now I run so much. It's like you kind of learn, you get better because you learn how to run a bit better. Recently, when I've been running, instead of doing like little steps, like faster, I'm learning to take bigger strides and be more comfortable with it. Whereas before, when I did that, that used to make me exhausted. But now I feel like that's the only way I can do it is with bigger strides and like picking my knees up a little bit more. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't know in the grand scheme of things, like we want to talk about today, I'm running and I'm doing all this stuff in the gym, and compared to, we can only compare it to who we are around in the gym, right?
Yeah.
So like, are we getting better? Is this
compare
good?
It to the people around us or the us of previous selves.
Yeah, past us. Yeah. And that comes down what we wanted to talk about today, which is being a big fish in a small pond is kind of how it feels at the moment.
Yeah, big time.
In the gym. Like we're getting like PBs on things and doing like on running and doing workouts really well and doing like biggest unbroken sets of wall balls and all this sort of stuff and setting good times for workouts this week, which we actually did.
Yeah.
I set some good times for workouts and beat some people at the gym.
Yeah.
And that makes you feel really good. And that is really good that it makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's super. I think it's before we say anything else, it is really important that you feel really good before anything.
Yeah. But when we've been traveling to like different gyms recently, and we went to one gym in particular and we trained with them. I mean, it was a crap workout with wall walks, loads of wall walks in it. Yeah. EcoBike wall balls and wall walks, which is the wall walk stuff is just horrible for me. EcoBike normally is okay, but it's the wall walks that absolutely finish me off. And you train with people there, and one of the guys that we train with just did it in lightning speed.
Yeah, he was an absolute monster. I've never seen anyone move like that in my life. And it was like, it wasn't just the fact that he was moving so fast. It was the fact that he was moving so fast, and you could hear that he was like really out of breath and really tired, but he just kept the same pace all the time. And it was honestly like probably one of the most impressive things I've ever seen, like close up. Obviously we went to watch semi-finals and that was insane as well, but like on like a personal level of seeing someone,
it's hard watching the semi-finals or watching the games because you're just watching, right? You're just watching and thinking, and sometimes you even sit there. It's like when that meme of people watching the Olympics and it's like someone just sitting on the sofa with like a pizza and it's like Olympian makes one mistake and you're sitting on the sofa like pathetic. Like, it's kind of like that when you're watching the games or whatever. You're like, why are you not just picking up the bar? Pick up the bar. Like, pick it up. But if you were down on the floor doing it next to them, you would realise that it's really so hard. And you sort of lose that context. So when you go and train with someone, and he was like in quarterfinals, he was like 45th in Europe. Like he just missed out on a semi-final spot. This guy that we were training with. Shout out Fran.
Don't know his surname.
No. I know his Instagram is like CrossFit Fran. And he co-owns Project 96 in Barcelona, CrossFit gym. Shout him out. He's really cool. But he was just motoring along. He was just like no breaks, even though he was ruined, sweat pouring off his face. And then you realize that it's good, everything that you're doing in your own gym against your own training partners and stuff like that. But compared to like a real top level person where you aim to be at in 5 years' time or whatever, you realize that you've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a long way to go.
Yeah. And I mean, really the question is it better to train with people that are like the same as you, that you can sometimes beat and they beat you and all this sort of stuff, but you're all sort of on this level? Or is it good to train with people who are like the level above, but you're always going to be chasing after them? I mean, what do you think? Would you like to train with someone who's always better, like in every session, and you're like always trying to catch up? Or would you prefer to train with like good, solid people that are the same level as you, that sometimes you lose, sometimes you win?
I think it's a really hard question, and I think the ideal would obviously be like a mix of both, or like train with someone whose strengths are your weaknesses and your strengths are their weaknesses, so that you have like an even balance of like workouts where you feel good, workouts where they feel good, workouts where you have to chase them, workouts where they have to chase you. Obviously that's so rare and that won't happen, but recently I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think it's so much better to train with someone who is better than you. Because it's all well and good being with people. Like, I think for me it's easier to answer because I'm in a gym where I am like not in like a cocky like, oh, I'm the best, but like I'm just the highest level female athlete that goes 100%. To that gym. Like I just am like, not, it's just not the type of gym that attracts like elite or like higher level females. It just
all males, really.
All males. So like every day I am only ever chasing the guys, and I do think that if there were to be someone that would be able to push me, it would be someone who's better than me. And I think ahead of this weekend as well, like going into the first elite competition, I think one of the reasons that I'm so nervous is because I've never ever like in our whole experience of CrossFit, gone up against another woman who is better than me.
Yeah.
And it's like, not only is it going to be good for me, but it's also going to be a real slap in the face as like a wake up call as to like, you're good, like fine, but you're not the best.
I mean, you qualified really high.
Yeah, no, I'm not
like in a blind qualifying thing. You weren't next to anyone doing those workouts.
No, I know.
You're all separated by a few reps and stuff like that, but you are in that mix of those people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it's going to be hard to like to go through the fact that those people are better than me. That's okay. I'm not upset about it.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to be everyone. I think you're going to surprise yourself a lot. But yes, there are going to be some girls there that you look at and you think, like we went to that gym and trained with Fran. You're going to look at some of these girls and think, Jesus Christ, like this is insane. But all of these people, I would assume, have probably been doing CrossFit for years, years and years, and have done this level of competition at least once before. Even the people who are in the division below you have done this type of competition before in the higher category. So you're coming in with not being able to train with women at any kind of level as you, and only a year and a few months into the sport anyway. So yes, there probably will be like a little bit of a wake up from some of the athletes, not from every single one, but from some of them. You might think like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, but it's just that exact thing of me being a big fish in a small pond, going to a competition where suddenly I am just a small fish amongst a load of other small fish. Not saying that I'm better or worse than any one of them, but that there's a lot more of them that are at the same level, just below, just above, way above, whatever.
Yeah.
That I have no exposure, no experience to. And that is obviously daunting, exciting, like nerve-wracking, all that sort of stuff. And I just think it's good on a personal level every day to have someone who's able to push you. It's also good to win workouts, to feel good. And if you can find somewhere where you have like a balance or like some sort of exposure to both, that would be the ideal training scenario.
That's the problem, isn't it? It's like you need a balance, or you need a better mindset than me and you have, where if you went to a gym with like elite people and decided this is where I'm going to train, you would need to then be able to train with the mindset of, it's not about winning workouts against people. It's about improving whatever you can do.
Yeah.
So if you start there with them and you can only do wall balls in sets of like 20, when you have to do 100 wall balls or something, and then after like 4 months you can do like unbroken sets of like 60 wall balls and stuff like that, you still might not be beating the people, but you'd have to change your mindset to be like, okay, this is a small win, I'm building on this, I'm like chipping away slowly, because we have a mindset of that we want to win things. Is probably what would be the thing that would hold us back. I don't know if I feel like I want to win all the time. It's only against certain people that you feel like you want to win.
Yeah, I think obviously the more time you spend with people, the more you know about someone, the more you then start to have that like I want to win mentality. Whereas if it's someone that you don't really know, actually that's a lie, because I'll still feel that's the same way. Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, I'd still just want to win. I just want to win, and I think you'd have to change your mindset if you were to train with people who are better and you always like losing, in air quotes, like always losing in the gym to those people. Like you got to take it as not losing. You just got to look at, okay, what did I do better in that workout? Even though yes, I did technically lose, I did all of my double unders unbroken.
Yeah,
sets of 50 or whatever, and it's like that is a win.
In itself.
Yeah. That's not winning the workout. You'd have to just be all the time. You should probably write it down, really. Just log in all of these small wins and improvements. Like the other day we had that workout and I did 70 unbroken wall balls and then rested for 15 seconds and did 30 to make the 100, and then did like continuous box jumps for 75, and then did a set of 35 and 15 toes to bar to try and finish that workout. And I was really happy with that.
Yeah, you should be really happy with that.
But like maybe if I was to go up against elite people, they would have done the wall balls 100 unbroken.
Yeah.
And the toaster bar maybe
unbroken.
And you just have to be like, wow, okay, That's what you have to be able to do.
Yeah, I think it's about appreciating their level, but also appreciating your level, like as to where you are or where you have been, as to where they are. Because like if you think about it, every single person who does it always started from doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like no one comes into the sport being really good. Like even people who come in and then 4 years later go to the games or whatever, they still came in, weren't very good. And then obviously their development was a lot faster, but they still took the same steps to get where they are as to the steps that you're taking. Exactly. So it's like I think everyone benefits from being a big fish sometimes. Like I think it's good for everyone's ego, and I think it's good for everyone's training to be a big fish and to be like, oh, I'm really good at this. Like this feels like, it feels really nice. And I think it's so important to have that positive like feedback a lot, especially if you're someone who's not good at giving yourself that, having like external motivation is really good. But becoming a small fish, I think, is the only way that you can like truly reach your full potential. Otherwise I don't think it maybe it will happen for you, but I think like a lot slower pace is what I would say.
I think you're right. And that just comes back to the debate of us moving gyms and moving forward and training with better people, and is it the right thing to do, and all of this sort of stuff. And maybe you'll have a decision after you've competed this weekend.
Yeah, maybe. I think that this weekend will probably be
what kind of fish we would be
if
we're at a competition.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried one of the workouts that you have,
which was 4 rounds, four rounds, time cap 15 minutes of 5 weighted rope climbs.
So you're wearing a vest, basically.
And 15 front squats, 60 kilos for the women, 90 kilos for the men. So it's seriously heavy. Like that is seriously heavy.
Oh, it's stupidly heavy. I mean, I made the mistake of going unbroken on the first set of squats, which pretty much ruined my whole workout. And I'm also not very good at rope climbs. It became evident today. I just didn't know what I was doing, really. So it wasn't great. I still finished it.
You still finished it under the time cap, which is really cool.
Yeah. And you'll definitely smash it.
I think CrossFit's hard because you just don't know what's going to come up and you just don't know what to expect. And it's really tough to like have like all these workouts that come out, and it's like I can do all of the things in the workout, but is it going to be something that I can then put together to do something impressive or like good or whatever? Like, I even just thinking about it gives me like little like heart like that's so nervous. Yeah.
But so far 5 events released, and 4 out of 5 you can do everything.
Yeah.
To a good level.
Yeah.
I would say they're all really relying on strength.
They are all strength based. I think that like just thinking about CrossFit competitions, I think that it should be way more clear when you sign up to a CrossFit competition what they expect of the athlete. I think that when you sign up, if you obviously do like the games or semi-finals or quarterfinals, it's intrinsic. You know what's like, you do know what's expected of you because they're looking for the best. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be really heavy. It's going to be really technical. But smaller competitions like the one that I signed up for, when I signed up, I had the impression, whether this is my mistake or whether this isn't my mistake, I had the impression that it was going to be of a certain level. And I feel like one of the reasons that I am so nervous and stressed is because for me, it feels like it's really like they're trying to take a step up.
Not in a clever way.
Yeah, not in a clever way. Like just really like heavy. Like I'm a strong person. I am strong. Like that's what I am.
Yeah.
But these weights are heavy. Like really heavy.
And we're talking 22.5 kilo dumbbells for devil presses for the ladies, and 32 kilo dumbbells for walking lunges for the ladies, which is like, we saw men at the semi-finals struggle with 40 kilo dumbbells, walking lunges.
Yeah. And
it's unbelievable, you know, and that's why I think they might make fools out of themselves by thinking that they are something that they're not, and trying to make it too hard, just for I don't know what reason.
I'm not sure either. I think this is classic. They're trying to be a big fish.
Yeah. I mean, I think you will surprise yourself a lot. And I think every workout is doable. And that those first 4 events, I think, are really good for you. Lots of just strength things, you know, like flipping the pig and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it.
We just have to see.
Right? Yeah. And obviously we'll do a whole debrief episode when I do finish the competition.
I do think as well, for the competitions, for CrossFit competitions, you should be able to I don't like that they give you 2 qualifying workouts and then they decide what category that you go in.
Yeah.
Because they giving you 2 workouts can't cover every single CrossFit movement. So it can't cover. You should be able to choose. Do I want to enter as an elite or an RX intermediate person? Because if obviously you can do handstand walks and ring muscle ups, but if you did those qualifying workouts which didn't have any of those things in them, it was just wall walks, heavy cleans, so they know you can lift a heavy weight, and then the other one was like dumbbell snatches, box step overs,
toes to bar,
bar muscle ups,
jerks, bar muscle ups,
and stuff like that. So there's no handstand walking in there. There's no ring muscle ups in there. There's no there's no legless rope climbs in there or anything like that. So them just deciding where to put people based on 2 workouts which don't really cover
like the bulk of CrossFit workouts.
Yeah, like no handstand push-ups, no strict handstand push-ups, no wall-facing handstand push-ups in these qualifiers. It just means that you could end up with, in theory, you could end up with an elite category of like 20 women, and half of them can't do a ring muscle up, or can't do a legless rope climb, and then they turn up to the competition and it looks bad for the competition. It's not nice for the competitors.
It's not nice for the bloody
And I mean, this time none of that has come up. So they would have known that those movements weren't going to come up. But there is now strict handstand push-ups and handstand push-ups and heavy double unders. We saw someone in the gym the other day who can't do heavy double unders, and she's got to do 90 of them or 180 of them at the competition on the weekend.
I will say that I have entered a previous competition, which was SID, Strength in Depth UK, and there you enter as RX or elite or open or whatever, and that is a way better way of doing it.
You should be able to. You should be able to enter with what you think your level is, and you should be able to enter as an RX person, or an elite person.
But equally, I'm going to go on the other side here and say, yes, I probably would have entered as an RX, but would it have been as good for me as going into the elite?
Don't know.
Arguably, we'll never know. But it's also like it like pushes you to do things that you wouldn't do off your own back.
Yeah,
and that is a good side of that. Like, it's a good benefit.
I just think it's a better thing to give people the choice of entering, or you have to have 3 workouts qualifying workouts and actually involve something very high skill. To try and weed out the intermediates from the elites. Otherwise, it just seems like a little bit silly. But you can do everything, so it doesn't matter.
But I do appreciate what you're saying.
But I think you should be able to enter as RX or enter as elite, like for the UK Championships. But we're going to have a good time.
It will be fun.
I'm nervous for you too.
Thanks.
But I also believe in you, and I'm proud of you no matter what you do. I will be watching.
Along with a bunch of other people who keep telling me they're going to come and watch.
Yeah, they just want to support you. You have a lot of support, and it's nicer than having no one. At least you can look up and see people cheering you on. It's a nice thing.
It is a nice thing.
And I'll be shitting my pants watching you.
Just another day for class.
Just like every other day. We should probably wrap it up there. Fireworks on the screen.
That's awesome.
For those listening, that means nothing. But that's it for today, I think.
That is it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Hope it kind of gave some sort of insight as to what the hell we were trying to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. We just kept talking and talking.
Yeah. At least now you know about Ross's bowel movements.
And stuff like that. Fish in ponds. But we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.